Hey guys, what is going on? My name's Tyler McNabb, and this is my YFZ 450R. So today's video is going to be all about this thing because we got a new piece of hardware for this, and it's pretty important because I think it's one of the most important thing, or one of the best things you can put on a quad once you get it. And you guys already know what it is by the title and thumbnail of the video. But what we have today is a precision stabilizer. So I didn't get one on the 400 till just this last year, and so I don't know how I rode without one for so long. But yeah, this thing, this is the Precision Pro stabilizer. So if you weren't aware, they have three different ones. They have the standard, which is the one that I've got on the 400EX. They have the Pro, and then they have the Elite. And so I ended up buying the Pro off of a guy that he had used it for like 15 hours, bought it brand new, used it for like 15 hours, and then he didn't want it for some reason. So that's why I've got it. So I bought it used because new, they were like 8 weeks out, and I wanted to make sure that I got one of these before Ironman, because riding this thing without a stabilizer has been, it's been rough. So sorry, I'm a little under the weather, dealing with a head cold thing. So, but basically, what we're here to do today is test this thing out and install it. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go out and I'm going to ride, and I'm going to try to set up some camera shots and put the GoPros in slow-mo frame rates, so that way I can get some good slow motion footage and see if we can see some of the feedback through the handlebars without the stabilizer. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to come back, put the stabilizer on, and see if we can see a difference in the video. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to, but I figured it'd be a good time to experiment. I've never really done a video like this, so I'm going to try it out and see what happens. So with that, I guess let's head out to the trails. Okay guys, well we are in the shop and we just got the stabilizer installed. So we got the Precision Pro stabilizer in here, all bolted up, ready to go. And not gonna lie, it was kind of a booger to install. Actually getting it in there wasn't bad, but then going through and tightening down the Allen bolts was a real pain in the butt, just because there's not a lot of room to work in there. So you've got 2 bolts back here, 2 bolts at the front, and then they just kind of clamp onto the frame. But then honestly, the hardest part was the clamp at the very back here that actually goes onto the steering stem. The bolts are in the back, and there is not a lot of room to work back there. So I had to I was doing it the whole time with like my 1 6mm Allen wrench, and it's like a really big Allen wrench, and so it was super hard to get full turns out of it and stuff. And so eventually I actually ended up finding a smaller Allen wrench that was like half the size, and it ended up working a lot better. So got it installed. I didn't film that for you, but I did actually film it with my phone, and I threw it up on TikTok. So for those of you that are on TikTok, if you want to follow me, I will throw my handle up on the screen, and it's also linked down in the description. But I'm not big into the TikTok trends and stuff, and I honestly didn't even want to get a TikTok, but a lot of the ATV guys are kind of going to it, and so I figured, you know what, I might as well get one as well. So I've got one up there, so I'm going to try to throw up a bunch of like little videos and stuff every now and then on there, just like working, little riding highlights, stuff like that. So if you want, check that out of me installing this. But anyway, got it all installed. We're ready to go and test it out. I'm not gonna lie, I already did test it out last night, and I know it works good. So first thing we're gonna do is, I've already been reviewing the footage. My footage out in the woods didn't turn out the greatest. So what I'm probably gonna end up doing is, you guys have already seen the videos of me hitting the log out in the field without the stabilizer, and you could really tell like it was really jerking the bars. And so I know now that it doesn't. So we've got it all set up how I like it. I've actually got it really stiff. I've almost got it on the stiffest setting, which is like basically where it's all the way closed. And so when you do it like that, it's actually, you basically can't steer it. It's so hard. But then I've got it backed off like half a turn or something, and that's where I like it, because that's the most resistance. And I'm so used to this thing anyway that this thing steers really hard, mainly because you guys have heard me talk about these stupid Heim joints. They're super stiff. And so, yeah, this thing steers super hard, so I'm used to it. And so even on like almost the stiffest setting, this thing is actually still easier to steer than the 400. So I've got it where I want it. So now all that's left to do is I'm going to go out. I'm going to show you in the field hitting the log now compared to what it was without the stabilizer. And then I'm going to go spin a couple laps out in the woods and just see the difference I can tell actually riding it. So I will catch you out in the field, and we'll see how this stabilizer performs. Okay guys, well, we're out here in the field. I've got the cameras going. We're gonna hit these logs a couple times, and I'm gonna show you that it doesn't jerk the bars anymore. So we'll hit it in first gear here. And the bars maybe moved a tiny bit, but they didn't jerk like they did before. And I'll hit it in second gear too, because that's even more apparent. And I'm not like gripping the bars really tight either. I'm just holding
straight.